So first question, would you like to introduce yourself by giving me your name, your organization or institution you're from, the position you are working on, and the reason for attendance to COP?
All right, I'm Clara Tome. I am a European Climate Pact Ambassador, an environmental justice and climate justice activist, and I'm co-leading Garden Youth, which is the Global Alliance of Rights of Nature. And my reason of attendance is to advocate for the rights of nature on the climate negotiations.
Perfect. Amazing. So could you explain what you do, like you are explaining it to a young child whose future we are fighting for?
So we're trying to not just change the law. We're not trying just to change the legal systems. We're trying to change the values behind us as a society, because laws are a reflection, are like a mirror of our society, of what we deem as important, right? Recognizing the rights of nature means that we recognize that ecosystems, rivers, animals are our equal relatives. We're not more important than them. We're sharing this Mother Earth, all right? And right now, when you look at the legal systems, there are companies with legal personhood. There are churches with legal personhood. But nature is a resource for the legal systems and for this capitalist system. So I think until we don't see nature as our equal, we will treat it the same way. We will treat it, we will exploit it, we will, pollute it, and that's what we need to understand. If we understand we are nature, it's literally that. We are nature. Nature is us, and that's why it's important.
Absolutely. What would you say is our role as youth in facing climate change?
We are the future leaders, so it's on us. It's also on adults. It's an intergenerational problem, let's be honest. And they always say, oh, youth are the future, but we also are the present, because we are already facing climate crisis. So I think it's key. It's key that we educate ourselves, because sometimes education systems don't provide us with this information. And right now, we live in a digital world. Everything I know about the climate crisis, I didn't learn it at school. I didn't learn it at home. I learned it through, different people, different books, and a lot of digital information, which you have to also be careful because there's a lot of misinformation too. But I think it's key that we not only educate ourselves, but also deconstruct ourselves. The problem that we have, but also the opportunity, is that as humans we believe what we hear, the stories that they tell us. And many of the decisions that we take as humans on a daily basis and as youth is based on those stories. And that's why it's so important as youth specifically to have critical thinking and think of other alternatives of those stories and deconstruct ourselves, decolonize our mindset a little bit, because so many of these stories have been written by the victors.
Yes.
That doesn't necessarily make it truth. That's why we really need to deconstruct ourselves, decolonize our mindset in the global north, in the global south, and come together.
Learn to unlearn. Come together.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And so, I guess you were trying to say, just transition for who? The people in the present or the future? And I guess at the end of the day, we youth are included in all of them. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. And also, the just transition for who? I love that question. For the people in the global north or of the people in the global south? Because right now, the just transition, we were just talking about that in a panel. We are urged with this climate action, decarbonization. Who is paying the price? For whom is this urgency, really? Because on that urgency, we are forgetting the people in the global south. We are forgetting all these countries that in the name of decarbonization, they are being, exploited. And there's a 2.0 colonization process over countries like DRC, Chile,
Yes.
the triangle of lithium and so on. So it is important, of course, fossil fuel is, we need to transition away, that's for sure. But how we do it and the ethics in between is really, really important. Because we're trying to meet certain objectives, but who are we trying to benefit? Who are those needs? Is for someone in Europe to drive a Tesla, is for Europe to say, oh, we are climate neutral.
Yeah.
There's people in Africa that they don't even have electricity yet, you know. So we need to have these conversations. It's not everything is white or black, you know.
Absolutely.
There's nuance.
Absolutely. So they say like transition is happening, but is it just? And it really isn't, I guess.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It isn't.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And now, as a last question, please share a take-home message for young activists like us.
I think what motivates me the most in spaces like this is that we try to come together. It's normal that in spaces like this, we all, you know, go with our own individual missions as individuals, as organizations. And sometimes we tend to see more what divides us rather than what we have in common. Right now, we are on a very divided world still, so we lose time and energy fighting each other instead of fighting the common enemy, you know. And I think it's very important that we have that critical thinking again to see that strategy and try to forget about the things that divide us or differentiate us and come together, because at the end of the day, we are all facing the same monster, you know.
With God.
Exactly. So I really would say, yeah, just gather together, forget your egos. So important. Forget your egos. This is not about you. This is not about you.
It's about
please. It's about everybody. This is a collective issue, and we really need to come together definitely and exploit that critical thinking for sure.
Absolutely. Exploit that critical thinking. Come together.
Use this.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you.
A pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.